Maybe this is enough of a distraction for SDY. He does catch one. Perfecto bounding around the side. Should be traded. And I think that's it. It's only simple. It's only simple. He's still thinking about the 18th of September. As Monty securing top 8. One frag away. Can Boros end it here? Yes, he can. That is beautiful. The story of that one. Take away your ego, because the time will come when I will destroy you in tournament.
By Shuhei, sharpened and primed for this event, for this moment, for this right here and now. Gamer Legion have managed the impossible. Top 8 at a major. And it's the leader of the NXT generation who has taken them this distance.
Well, right now, he's given a glorious chance. A chance to get revenge versus a team that replaced him with what seemed to be the legend of Device. And now Knock in the corner. It's going to be tough with the AWP. Rez already starting to clear out some of these angles in the bomb site. Brolin's walking, Knock hits the shot. Rez is gonna stick this, or Knock gets him off. And now time is gonna decide. There is no chance for the Ninjas. The most triumphant arc in Paris is that of Apex. They run this all the way. Top 8 for Jacob. Last seen in 2019. Sneeko in 2018.
Opts for a fresh magazine to try and finish it right here and now. And it's a missed shot. Nikodos' scout does nothing. Mezzi's Deagle, he's trying everything. It's one frag in it. So much damage. Crucial should be a dead man. Smoke comes down. Oh, that's it! He's done it! Crucial! Magnificent in the finish! Has he got it?
Oh, he's got it. Don't you worry about that.
God, you got me scared, son.
This is reality, no longer a dream. The celebration into the breach have done what no UK team has done before. History has been made today.
I feel like he's been trolling throughout the entire stage, and somehow, some way, he ended up with that. And that goes out to all you guys watching out there as well. Fact of the matter is, if any of you guys have a Diamond Con right now, it means that you are delusional and you know nothing about Counter-Strike.
Let's get a quick moment of silence for all of us. Thank you very much. Yep. Just like you guys. He's just like me. He failed his pick'ems too. I think next year at this time I'm going to purchase another account and run multiple experiments, because part of me thinks I should have seen some of this coming. Not into the breach, per se. Not quite Gamer Legion, but maybe Monty getting through. Maybe assuming that Liquid should get through. Maybe assuming that 9 wasn't nearly as good as everybody thought, considering the fact that they weren't playing that great prior to this tournament. In the tournament right before, I think it was Crazy Party or Crazy Brazy, whatever it's called. Yeah, but I got 3 out of right. So, you know, throw those tomatoes, throw those potatoes, throw those pumpkins. I am not the right guy to follow if you want the right pick'ems for this year, okay? And nobody is, because most of us were wrong. Thankfully, Valve has made it easy for us. CSGO has made it easy for us, because all we gotta do is make 2 correct pick'ems in this next stage, and we still get that gold coin. We just have to submit them any which way, and then get 2 right. Let's start here at the bottom with Vitality into the breach. I'm just not going to say anything about this. Let's move on to Liquid versus Apex. No, Into the Breach is playing with house money. And what somebody means when they say that is they have nothing to lose. But at a certain point, that runs out when you don't have the right experience. When you get on the stage, when the sweat in your palms starts to fill up all the crevices so that you literally can't control the mouse, and it doesn't respond the way you need it to. Vitality is simply too stacked. It's not going to be close. It's going to be 2-0. Vitality is one of the best teams in the world right now, and the way they're performing, it's hard to see them not going through all the way. Next is Liquid versus Apex. Don't look back at the Challenger stage and say, okay, well, Apex beat Liquid. Yeah, but here you go. Here you go, Liquid. Here's an easy matchup for you. You don't have to face Vitality, FaZe, or Heroic. You get Apex. You know that you can beat these guys, and you can play in a certain style, in a manner, that even though your team isn't clicking on all cylinders, each individual can play more aggressive. Kicksan, an excellent, apparently, IGL. I mean, I'm very surprised. He seems like to be holding his own against just about every team here. I don't think Liquid is overperforming. I think they've been underperforming up to this point, and we're just now seeing them come into form. Yakinder has been really finding his groove as an IGL. He carried one of those matches against Na'Vi, or the match against Na'Vi, and Naf and Elige have been here too many times. There's not many ways this could go wrong for Liquid. There's a lot of ways that this could go wrong for Apex. Also, the map pool. I just think in a best out of 3 situation, you're going to get a totally different result than if you just base that off of the Challenger stage. Liquid's getting through. It's not because, oh, they're a higher ranked team. No, they're a better team, and they've been here before. These two I'm absolutely confident about. These are not going to be wrong. Okay, lock them in. Monty versus GL. This one I'm going to be wrong with, no matter what I pick, but I'm going to go Monty. No, I'm actually going to... I'm actually going to go Monty here, because I think that Gamer Legion's actually going to be better. If we consider the fact that Monty has been really performing, we're going to move up to Heroic versus FaZe. Yeah, so this is really, really tough. I actually think Heroic has been a little bit lucky and hasn't really ironed out their map pool as well as people think. Within the last month, they haven't lost too many games, but they've been playing just about the same maps, Mirage and Inferno. And these are maps that FaZe has been well practiced on as well. And I think FaZe actually has a more well-rounded map pool where they're not successful in a majority win rate sort of way. But I do think that if we get like an Anubis or an Ancient here, FaZe is going to take that. And then every other map is up for grabs except for Nuke. I think FaZe also would take. I'm actually going to go with FaZe Clan here. I know that's an upset. I think people are overestimating Heroic. I think they're going to overestimate themselves. They're going to see FaZe Clan, the fact that they beat them in the previous stage, 16-7 on Inferno. But FaZe has been playing Inferno. They've been practicing, and they warmed up to this point. They went 0-2. They had to storm back. It's a lot like Liquid. I think we're seeing FaZe here, and I think they could even beat them in a 2-0. Heroic had a shaky performance on Mirage, which should be one of their best maps, against Apex, and they almost lost. And that's Apex, okay? Individuals on FaZe are really going to be the difference here. It's not going to be team play. It's not going to be Kerrigan's calling. It's going to be kind of guys like Rops and Twists simply just outgun Heroic. And when you compare rosters, it should be the case, right? Heroic simply always seemingly overperforms. If Stown has one bad game here, it's over. Kaput for Heroic. And I'd see Cadian, having a decent time doing what he does, which is opping and IGLing. But if he can't win it against outsiders, sure, they're playing at their best, but what makes you think they can beat him against FaZe? I think they had a relatively easy run last major. I think FaZe comes out here, and I like them in this series. Let's go back down to Vitality versus Liquid. I like Vitality moving on. I mean, Liquid, this is the end of the run for you. Liquid seems to always play up to perform to opponents, so I could see them taking a map, but they could hardly squeak out dubs in the Challenger stage. There's still many things to be ironed out. If this is Liquid, maybe they have a month from now, with the new IGL in place, with new strategies, with new alignments, anchors, etc. The way that they're pairing up seems to be working better and better, but Vitality is in their prime. They just won Rio. I think they're the best team, and they're certainly going to beat Liquid if they're anything like they were in the Challenger stage, and even the Legend stage. I mean, I know they beat Na'Vi, but Na'Vi wasn't great. They were, easily 2-0'd by Monty, so don't overestimate that win. The Apex win I'm sure about, but the Vitality, I just can't see them beating. This is where Liquid just kind of hits a wall. When they face a team that's surely playing better than them, it's really hard for them to pull out that Cinderella upset. They aren't Cloud9, they're not going to beat Astralis, beat VP, beat all these teams that are better than them. They don't have enough of that mystery wild card factor that you might see in a guy like Stewie or Tarek. And so, yeah. Also, OC, who should play better against, closer to tier 2 matchups, will totally get outgunned by Vitality. I could see him bottom fragging and needing a guy like Nitro to win a couple rounds here and there because OC is, still inexperienced. Moving on up to FaZe Clan versus Monty. This could be very close. Like, honestly, I see a world where Monty beats Gamer Legion and beats FaZe Clan. I also see a world where Gamer Legion wins. But at the same time, I think both these teams adding up, whatever team you have winning this heroic FaZe Clan matchup, you should have going on, because it's Monty versus Gamer Legion. And if you want to pick the correct pick'ems and you want, one of these two to be right, I think you got to pick this top matchup here. Moving on. Monty's going to give it a run for their money, but, maybe they'll take a map against FaZe Clan. But it's on stage, like I said, and on stage everything changes. Really, it's not too intimidating to play in that Blast Premiere room that they had set up in Paris or wherever that was. So yeah, FaZe Clan moving on, or Heroic moving on, whichever one you want to choose. And at the end of the day, it doesn't matter who you choose. I'm taking Vitality, going all the way. In Paris, with the crowd on their side, I think it's undeniable that the crowd has an element to this. And when you add the crowd on top of the fact that Vitality has already proven to be the best team in the world in the last tournament, I mean, the only team that I think could beat Vitality right now is Na'Vi in their prime. Na'Vi from 2 majors ago. If Dupree and Magisk don't show up in this stage, I mean, they could lose to Into the Breach. It really is that big of a gap when you compare the impact those two players have. You bring in their veteran leadership, sure, that's one thing. You bring in their experience, sure, that's one thing. But if they aren't fragging well versus when they do frag well, this is a completely different team. Zywoo cannot carry this team by himself as good as he is. Spinks, he's going to show up. The way he's been playing lately, I do not see him collapsing. He's focused, he's hyper-focused, and Apex brings a solid emotional element to it that can topple a team like FaZe, or at least match the level of Kerrigan. This is going to be a hard-nosed battle. This is going to be so much fun to watch, and I'm really excited about it. Not only am I rooting for this matchup to happen, FaZe Clan to be in the final, and Vitality to be in the final, but I also just believe that this is what we're going to get. This is what the gods have chosen. And we're in Paris, baby. Paris. Nosotros somos en Paris. Estamos. That's Spanish. Wir. I don't know. It's French. Anyways. 19 hours, guys. 19 hours to make your pick. Hopefully this baby turns a little bit more that golden color. But, you know what? It doesn't really matter. The only thing that matters is diamond. I might as well throw this in the trash at this point. I'm sorry. But hey guys, thanks for watching. I'm really looking forward to the CS2 major because I really, really want all these changes to happen to this game. I'm really looking forward to that. Let's make this game more like Valorant. Let's change the movement and everything. Okay. Thank you guys for watching the last CSGO major. It's going to be emotional. I don't know about you guys, but watching Furia get eliminated, I might have shed a tear. Seeing all those guys on NIP, downtrodden. This is a super emotional journey. What an awesome experience this is. Thank you to CSGO. Thank you to Valve, as much as we harbor resentment for their decision to get rid of CSGO and replace it with this update. There is truly no game like this. Esports has so much to do with the growth of CSGO, because CSGO has pushed what is, just a video game on a screen to what is truly, truly impressive and like a feat of man in order to accomplish. How much can you expand your brain? How much can the meta change? And how much can you adapt to really topple and outsmart and outbrain your opponent? I love this game. This game has been a huge part of my life for the last 5 years, 6 years, 7 years. I wish it was longer. I'm really enjoying this process of pick'ems, and it makes me hope and pray that CS2 even has a glimpse of the same sort of nostalgia and unique flair to it that this game does. If they change the game too much, if they dumb it down, if they make it more accessible for a new audience, I'm a little scared that it's going to take away what really drives a person to become better, what really widens the gap between an excellent player and a noob. Why is a silver 1 not a silver 2, and why is silver 2 not a silver 3? Because there's always steps you can take to improve at this game. I hope we get to see FaZe. I hope we get to see Vitality. Shit, I hope we get to see Liquid prove why they've been such dominant organizations in this game that we love for so long. Just praying for good games. And then we get a little bit of a flair of new young blood, and you know, I'm not too mad at this. I'm not too mad at the way this ended up. Simple's not here. That's sad. Shiro's not here. Astralis is not here. That's sad. Nico's not here. It's sad, but CS2 is right around the corner. Let's just hope and pray it's everything that Valve wants it to be. Again, you guys watched, and I make it for you, but I make it for me. It's for the love of the game. Thank you for being here. Good luck to you in these pick'ems. HazeGo, signing out.